Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel So Stylish with Elsa. Now usually I would be sharing sewing tips with you. If I'm working with a commercial pattern or if I'm designing something, I'll be sharing a little bit of tips on that as well. But I am currently busy redoing my whole wardrobe and I thought I'm going to be sharing it with you on camera. Maybe you are also at this point where you are so tired of what you've got in your wardrobe that you feel you've got nothing to wear and you also want to start looking at redoing your wardrobe. So that is going to be the next couple of videos for this series that I'm going to be doing and just taking you along how I'm going to be planning my capsule wardrobe, the fabrics that I'm going to be working with, my pattern choices, what I'm going to design versus also what can I just go and use that I've already got. And I've also put it out there for my customers that's on my newsletter, and a lot of them said they also want to follow along. So I think all of us sometimes get into this feeling that, you know what, I've got so much in my cupboard but I've got nothing to wear. Now as I'm going to go through everything, I'm just going to be sharing exactly why I decided on it, maybe where I got the idea from, because I'm really not a stylist that's going to be able to do or tell you exactly what to sew. My passion is really designing patterns and sewing it, and also sometimes just being on Pinterest, sometimes that can be also a passion, and just looking at all these styles and outfits and wanting to sew it and then ending up doing maybe one or two garments, but it doesn't work with the rest of my wardrobe. So just to let you know and to clear it up, I'm not going to give you style advice. I'm really going to focus on what I want to wear, what I want to sew, and how can I put it together to actually now give me a mix and match wardrobe. So my first step that I did is to go to my fabric stash, because my fabric stash has been growing and I've had fabric there that's been there for 20 years already. So with the help of my friend Jackie, we started pulling out my fabric. I started going through everything and rolling, measuring it and rolling it. So if you look at what I've got here, I'm actually rolling it and I'm putting it this way in my cupboards. I already find it so much easier. Usually I just had the fabric folded and then you've got a thinner piece of fabric and it's almost hidden under all the layers of other fabric. Sometimes I would go and want to pull out one piece of fabric and then everything is a mess. So this way now, when I'm putting it together on my shelves, I can really clearly see what the fabric looks like, and it's so easy to just get it out and not mess up the whole cupboard as well. So that was my first step. Second step was going to my wardrobe and seeing what is there that I can use with this capsule wardrobe that I want to sew. It's almost like a starting point, just choosing 2 or 3 items that I know I'm going to be wearing. As I said, I've got a lot of items that I never wear. So that's also going to be cleared out. I'm going to take that to charity. But I decided on about 3 or 4 items that I know I'm going to be wearing. So I had to make sure now when I'm going to be planning that I'll be able to wear those items with my new capsule wardrobe that I am building as well. So that was my second step. Now, third step, and here I'm going to show you, I did a little mood board for myself. I have to plan. If I don't plan, I don't get anything done. Or I'll be halfway in sewing something and then I walk past my cupboard, or I quickly run into the fabric store and I see another fabric and now I want to work with that and I forget what I've been working with. So I'll put it aside and then next year maybe discover it again. So for me, it's crucial to plan, to make sure that I'm going to stay on track, that I'm going to follow the steps that I'm putting out here. So I decided that I'm just going to go with what I like, what fits in with my lifestyle, and with the colors that I've already got in my stash. So that is the 3 things that I'm looking at when I'm going to be doing my capsule wardrobe. Now, in front of me, I have a little creative journal. It's an A3 size that I've bought at P&A. It's a stationery shop that we've got close to us. And I just started planning. So I went to Pinterest really, and when I put in capsule wardrobes, the first thing that came up was the sudoku method. Now the sudoku method just sort of clicked for me. It's going to work for me because I'm starting basically from scratch. I'm really getting rid of a lot of my clothing that's in the cupboards. So I'm wanting something that when I'm sewing it, I'm going to get a lot of mix and match out of those garments. So that is why it's working for me. And what they're working with really is 3 bottoms, 3 tops, and 3 outers like cardigans or jackets and that, and then I can add on to that. So what they're doing, they do a little bit of a grid, and now I must say I really don't know. I've got an image here. I really don't know who made this image. I didn't see a link or anything that links it to a website. Otherwise, as I'm going to go along, I will mention some of the things that I did find. But this one, I don't know whose it is. So I just want to make clear that it's not my images. It's just something that I did find on Pinterest. I don't even know who started this whole sudoku capsule wardrobe thing. I Googled. I just can't find any information on it. But with this now, as I said, you've got your 3 bottoms, your 3 tops, and your 3 layers. And then they start putting it in a grid. So you've got your top, bottom layer. Then again, they've got bottom, top layer. Bottom layer, top, so that if I'm looking this way as well, it's again top layer, bottom. So each garment will be this way. And then they start looking at how you're going to combine it. So whatever you've done has got to be able to be worn with the item next to it. It's got to be worn with the items going on downward. It should be able to work that way. And you can see they've even got it this way. Now I'm going to just show you these images, and I'm going to do it on my iPad so I can zoom in and you can actually see this now. What I did find, the sudoku method casual everyday. This was the recruiter mom. She's got I think a blog or a website. She does her own little shop. But what she's done here is just to really show how the sudoku method works. So you can see it's a white button-down shirt, jean, and a jersey. There's another jean, little jacket, white t-shirt. Here she's got almost like a white tracksuit pants. Just want to see, it looks like either it's a white denim. Again, a t-shirt, and she's got her little short jacket over there. So now she'll be able to wear it this way. She can combine it this way. She can combine this way. Here she's wearing a white t-shirt with the olive jacket with her jeans. And then she's also got it, I don't think she's gone across this way, but she'll be able to wear it across that way. Then I also found another one, and I'm just going to show this one. This is also a mix and match capsule. Now this one is classyyetrendy.com. They do a lot of images on Pinterest, and specifically combinations that you can wear together. I've got quite a bit of their things in my Pinterest board as well. But here they did basically the sudoku method as well. Here they've got an extra layer with shoes. Now I've seen the sudoku, there's a 3x3 grid, which is the one I'm going to work with. The 4x4 grid where they start adding accessories in. For me that becomes confusing. I really don't want to go that way. So, but with this one, as I said, this is the classyyetrendy.com one that they've done. Oops, let's just go out there. So here they've got the 3 layers, they've got the 3 tops, the 3 pants, but now they've got arrows, and I'm going to zoom in. Look at the arrows that they've got there now as well. So now you can go this way, for instance, this way, and I can take it back this way. They've also got it just going all the way across. Here we can go this way, and I can either go down or I can go this way and that way. So everything seems to blend and mix and match. So I thought, well, this is going to give me the best start for a capsule wardrobe, because that way I know whatever I'm going to sew, those 9 garments, I'm going to mix and match, and I'm going to get, just with this one, they're already getting like 81 outfits. Well, that's including the shoes now. I don't want the shoes, so to put it in there, I'm going to be living in my ankle boots, which is a black and a brown one, and sneakers. That's basically what I'll be wearing. So this is now my plan, my starting point. So I had to do a little mood board for myself. But then the next thing, once I decided that's the method that I'm going to use, I also wanted to think, what do I want in my capsule wardrobe? And I made a note here for myself. I really know what I wear every day if I look at what I pull out of the cupboard. So based on that, I wanted casual because I'm working from my home studio. So I've put there that it's going to be casual, and I know I want layers. In Johannesburg, with our winter weather, we can have cold mornings and a beautiful midday, and then from 2-3 o'clock it starts cooling down again. So I want layers. So for me, that is a must for my capsule. I love cardigans. So I've got a cardigan on here as well. So I want cardigans in my capsule wardrobe, and I want some warm knit tops. Now, I'm not going to be doing a button-down shirt now. That will be some of my add-ons as I start building on it. I'm only going to do knit tops now. I want one jacket style that I can, if we are going for dinner or going to friends, that I can put the jacket on and just look a little bit smarter than what I would be when I'm wearing the outfit just at home. And then one thing I've seen in our shops, I've gone browsing around in all the fashion shops around here, everywhere there's trench coats. Long trench coats, the shorter trench coat. If you look at this one I'm showing you there, I saw it in each and every shop, from Foschini to Woolworths to Truworths. Everybody has got the shorter trench coat. So I decided I do want a trench coat. Jeans, I like my jeans, so I want a jean which is going to have a slightly wider leg, and I wanted a really dark navy jean. Now, jeans, I've already got my pattern. I designed my pattern last year when I recorded my design and sew along. That's on my SureFit Academy. And the jeans that I sewed during that course, I live in them. So I've already got a pattern that I can work with. And lastly, I've put for myself easy sewing. I've got to get my cupboard working. I'm really, as I said, starting from scratch because there's just too much confusion or noise, I don't know what's the word I want to use, in my cupboard. So it's got to be easy sewing. So the knit tops, cardigans works for me. The pants, I'll also see that maybe one will be like my jean will have the zip, the pockets, the others are going to be maybe more casual, elastic waist. So I've already now decided what do I want to sew. And I'm just taking you through the planning. Today is my planning. So that is my starting point. So the next thing that I decided is, well, let's go to the colors and the fabric that you've got in your cupboard. Now for that, I did decide, and I don't know if I mentioned it, I'm just going to mention this here. When I rearranged my fabrics, I decided when I'm putting it back in the cupboards that I put all the fabrics that's going to be for pants on one shelf. My fabrics that's going to be for cardigans is going to be on another shelf. Jackets got their own shelf. Tops got their own shelves. So for me now, when I'm planning and I'm looking at the cupboard, I can see, okay, I can pull a pants from there, I can pull a cardigan from there, I can pull a top from there, or I'm going to do a jacket. It's so much visually easier for me now to go to my fabrics. But in any case, I decided that I'm going to work with what's there, and I've really got so much cream colors, burgundies, navies was, I don't want to tell you how much navies. When we pulled it out and started rolling it, I had a whole table just with navies and some black. So I've got to work with what I've got. The thing is, I can't go buy something else. My mind already went when I was looking at fabrics, oh, but maybe you need this, maybe you need that. No. It's work with what I've got on my shelf. So that is what I'm going to do. So I've got to work on a capsule where I've got creams. I've got some browns, and it was also to go with this brown cardigan that I've got. I've got lots of denim fabric. So that is what I'm going to be pulling out. So I've pulled out some fabrics already just to show you. I'm still in the process of deciding, is that the fabric I'm going to use, or am I going to change my mind again? That will be confirmed in the next video, exactly what fabrics. But I just wanted to show you, because before I even went and looked at styles, I went and said, okay, here's my colors, let's work with them. So if I'm looking at bottoms, I've got a really dark navy stretch denim, and it's a slightly thicker denim as well, which is going to work perfectly for winter. Then I've also got a beautiful Pontoroma, a really good quality Pontoroma, and I don't think you can see this. I'm going to see if we can do something. No, you can't see it, but it's brown, and it's got a little bit of a fleck in here and there that's almost like I would say a dark gray, or a bit of a gray in there. So I do like that one as well. So that is so far the bottoms. I haven't got the third one yet. I'm still thinking, am I going to do a skirt? Am I doing a denim skirt, or am I going to use another fabric? So that was the starting point, and I just want to put this here so you can see. Then I decided that I've got to work with creams. because I've got a lot of creams. I'm going to do a cream jacket as well. I pulled this out for a jersey top or a knit top as well, which is a soft pink. I love this pink. It goes beautifully with the browns as well. And then I wanted to do a little bit of a print. And I've got this fabric, which is my leopard print, which will work with my brown. It will work with the denim. So that was my starting point just for my tops, because all three of these will work with those. Then I went to, and let's just grab from this fabric. It's almost like a knit boucle. Beautiful and soft and so thick, so I can't wait to work with this. Now for this, I've already got an idea what I want to do, and if you look at the photo here, look at that that jacket that I saw on Pinterest. I think this one is just wanting to be that jacket. But again, looking at this now, this is a pants, this is going to be my top, this is going to be that jacket that I showed you. Again, I can work with the navies as well. So that already is working together. If I was doing this with my brown or the jean, and I put this over, again, it just breaks that dark colors for me. So even that is going to work. So I'm happy with that selection. This one, you know what, I'm in two minds, I must be honest, but again, this one is going to work if I'm wearing my jeans or I'm wearing this brown pants, because it's also going to work with my brown cardigan. So for me, the pink and the browns are beautiful. So I think I'm just going to leave that one in. So that's my three tops that I started with. Now the layers, as I said, this is going to be one of those jackets. Another jacket that I saw, and this is going to be more of a casual jacket, everyday wear. Then I saw another jacket. Now this is like a jacquard knit that I have. It's got a beautiful fleece bonded to fleece on the inside. So just look at this. I'm going to try and put it this way so you can see. So this is going to be so nice for winter. And I initially bought it to do like a sweatshirt. As I said, I was living in yoga pants and that, but now I found this little jacket. So if you look at that jacket, I'm definitely wanting something like that, and I think it's going to work in this fabric. So that is another topper that I've got, and then I've got to find a third one. I'm still not convinced. I've pulled out a black. I'm still not convinced if that's going to work for a cardigan, because I want to add cardigans in that's going to work with what I've got here already. And then I'm going to do extras. As I said, I'm doing the 3 layers, 3 pants, 3 tops, but the trench coat is going to be extra. And this is again working with all of this. And this is a beautiful soft suede that I've got. It's like a scuba suede. So this is going to again work with everything. So if we go out for dinner or go to French, I've got a beautiful trench coat that I can wear. So I think I've got a good start. I've just got to fine tune what I've got. And I think one other thing that I wanted to bring in here, because these are also just fabrics that I really like. I've got this beautiful fabric, also a stretchy fabric, and I just thought to make almost like a little sweatshirt type of top, I thought I can wear it with my brown pants. It will work with the jeans. I need some casual items in my wardrobe. And then another, I'm not sure. Please let me know in the comments. I've got this black, which I've also had for quite a while. It's a chenille knit. Now I'm thinking that it's very harsh. But if I was wearing this with my jeans and I had a black cardigan, or I'm wearing this with the brown pants and just to pick up the black, really struggling with this one if I want to put it in my capsule wardrobe. So up to this point, I think that I've got a clear direction of what I'm going to be doing. I've decided on my colors that I'm going to work with. It will tweak a little bit because I've got other colors that I might want to add and take away of what I'm showing you here. So once that is done, my next steps that I'm going to follow, and I'll share it in the next video, is to go and look at what do I want to sew. I've got a clear direction of what I want to do for my capsule wardrobe. I've put it out here to say I want cardigans, it's got to be layers, I know I want to do a jean. So that's cleared it up for me, and this is working with my lifestyle. If you're following along, yours might be totally different, your little note that you've done there for yourself. You might need more formal wear. You're someone that go to functions more often. You might be working in an office environment where you've got to dress smarter. You might be someone that's more casual, sporty, and then you want an athleisure wear capsule wardrobe. So all of us are going to work on what we like. So if you follow along, please look at what you're needing in your cupboard, your lifestyle, what you want for yourself. And from there on, then once you've decided all of this, your fabrics have been chosen, I'm going to now go and look at the outfits that I want to do. I'm really working from fabric to outfit because I want to use my stash. If I start looking at patterns first and I can't find the fabric, then I know I'm going to go buy more fabrics. That's a no-no. No more fabrics. I've got to work with what I've got. So I'm in the process, and I just started printing little things for another mood board that I'm going to do of outfits. A lot of it is more for colorways to show me basically what colors will work with brown, what will work with cream. So this I'll be showing you next time once I decide what I'm going to do there. So guys, I've got some homework to go do now. I've just got to go and finalize my fabric choices, just decide if there's something that I want to pull out, if there's something that I want to change. But I think I'm very close to what I want. I think really something that I am going to have to think about is this black fabric. I still don't know if it's really fitting in exactly on what I want to do. I don't know. That I've just got to go decide. And I've already got a pretty clear idea of what I want to sew, because I've told you I'm going to do my jeans, I'm going to do my cardigan, I showed you the jackets that I want to do. Tops is just going to be plain knit tops. That's basically what I'm going to do as well. So I've got an idea what I want to do. I'm just going to decide after I've finished with the fabrics what patterns I'm going to put with the fabrics. Is it going to be something of my patterns that I've designed previously, or I'm just going to use one of my commercial patterns? So I've just got to put that together and put it in that grid so I can just see everything is going to mix and match. So that's going to be my final planning before I start sewing. Now, if you are going to be following along sewing your own capsule wardrobe, you've got a little bit of catching up to do. You've got to start with your planning by going to your fabrics, pulling out your fabric and seeing what you've got. What will work together to make up that capsule wardrobe? Also go to Pinterest, go and have a look at some garment ideas or wardrobe planning ideas. Look at the colorways, what colors they are putting together. And that might also help you when you start pulling out your fabrics to go and do 3 pants, 3 tops and 3 layers. Now, if you've got any way that you are going to be organizing your fabrics when you are going through your stash, please share it with us in the comments. As I said, I've decided to do my fabrics by garment type so that I know all my pants fabrics are together, my tops are together. But if you've got any other ways, share it with us. It's always so nice when we can inspire each other and give each other ideas to make our sewing just so much more fun. So that is it for today's video. I know it's been a lot of chatting, and if you did stay till the end of this video, I really appreciate it. I'm also going to ask you to just go and like and share this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go subscribe so that you can get notifications as I am loading the rest of the series. And then I think all I have left to say now is to just go and enjoy yourself. Go look at your fabrics, plan along, sew along. Let's just have some fun.